Welcome creators, artists, smart professionals, and all those ready to take action and create a passion-centered lifestyle. This is another episode of the Creative Action Podcast. I'm your host, Bruno Flo. I dedicate my entire life to the mastery of my craft. From producing video games, music albums, and films, to creating websites, business projects, and marketing strategies. I'm also a martial artist, long-term meditator, and professional coach. As a creator or artist, your unique perspective sets you apart. I'm committed to help you on your path towards your own creative vision, while sharing with you how to avoid the common traps that lead to existential anxiety, low energy, and burnout. Let's unlock greater levels of flow, freedom, and fulfillment together. So nice to have you here at a new episode of the Creative Action Podcast, in which we are going to talk about the 5 core qualities of a creative lifestyle. And I want you to be very attentive around these qualities to check if you are applying those qualities, if you are nurturing those qualities right now. There aren't any material limitations that can enable you to apply at least one of these qualities in your life right now. So let's start with these 5 core qualities of a creative lifestyle. What is a creative lifestyle? A creative lifestyle is a way of living that prioritizes curiosity, exploration, and self-expression. My own way of describing these 5 core qualities of a creative lifestyle are: 1. Creative lifestyle is custom tailored. 2. A creative lifestyle is passion-centered. 3. It is flow motivated. 4. It's mastery-oriented. And 5. It's insight cultivating. I'm going to get more deeply into those in a few minutes. This is the type of life that the greatest genius of all time embrace, like, let's say, Leonardo da Vinci, Einstein, Steve Jobs, Van Gogh, Jim Carrey, just to name a few. Having a creative lifestyle depends mostly on you being conscious and deliberate about developing the habits that you need to enhance and support your creativity. Twyla Tharp, on his book The Creative Habit, which I strongly recommend, says that creativity is a habit, and the best creativity is a result of good work habits. So habits are crucial. Those habits might imply cultivating curiosity, open-mindedness, mastery at your craft, studying, exploring, traveling, experimenting. This is highly personal, and it depends mostly on your personal traits, your natural inclinations, and how your brain and heart works. There are infinite mixtures and recipes for creative lifestyles. Some are very ambitious, putting more weight to fame, money, comfort, luxury, while others are more, they don't really care about that much, like material stuff, and go full monk artist mode. So there is this very good story I like to share about Jim Carrey. He's an example of someone who was chasing this template of success. No, he wanted to be a highly successful Hollywood actor. He had a very strong career in which he had to hustle a lot to pass from being a struggling comedian to one of the highest paid actors in Hollywood. So what happened to him is that after passing all that struggle, when he finally got to the point of achieving these goals and this lifestyle he thought he wanted, he discovered it was very empty. This was a catalyst for a deep depression in which he started to develop an awakening process for him. So I would recommend that you explore a bit more about Jim Carrey and his own transformational process, because it's very interesting. At the end, none of these variants is inherently right or wrong. There are as many ideal creative lifestyles as living creators in the world. There are no rules. we could say that the end goal of this creative lifestyle is to have a life worth living. So if your creative lifestyle gives you that, I cannot say to you anything. So for the sake of clarity and richness of this episode, I want to expand on the 5 core aspects of this so-called creative lifestyle. Okay, the 5 core qualities of a creative lifestyle. First quality, it is custom tailored. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be." This lifestyle, custom tailored, is designed by you and for you. It's an expression of your creativity. You are not interested in replicating a lifestyle template inherited from school, from work, from family, friends. You are using all your knowledge, all your experience and resource to design and create a truly personal way of living. From scratch, custom tailored to your own creative vision and personal needs. Yes, for sure other people will not understand you, they will not get you what you're doing, of course, and that's a signal that you're following your own path and you are listening to yourself. This is a conscious approach, deliberate approach that enables you to be flexible enough to modify it and update it as needed. So a creative lifestyle is custom tailored by you and for you. This is one core quality of a creative lifestyle. Second quality of a creative lifestyle, it is passion-centered. Your passion is your compass. It will guide you through life's challenge and help you find your way. This is a Steve Pavlina's quote, which is a blogger, also a developer, which I follow for a long time now. He has his own blog, stevepavlina.com. You should check it out because it's very cool. So this lifestyle is passion-centered because you are not settling yourself for less, for activities that are not related to your natural inclinations, to your interest, to your curiosity. No, you are moved by an inner fire. There's something inside you, something more deeper, like a higher intelligence that is leading you towards this specific direction, and it's doing it with energy, it's doing it with enthusiasm. So it's very easy to follow that basic drive because it's an emotional drive you have. So when you connect emotionally with your project, you fall in love with it and move forward to realize it. This is embracing a passion-centered way of living. This childlike visceral interest towards something is the main source of energy you will have in this creative lifestyle. Passions are going to guide you and they are going to propel you forward towards this specific direction that you feel you need to pursue. Third quality of a creative lifestyle, it is flow motivated. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, I'm not really sure how to say it's very difficult pronunciation. My God, let's listen.
Csikszentmihalyi.
Okay.
Csikszentmihalyi.
Okay. This guy said, the best moments in our lives are not the passive, receptive, relaxing times. The best moments usually occur if a person's body or mind is stretched to its limits in a voluntary effort to accomplish something difficult and worthwhile. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, something like that. So what does it mean? A flow-motivated lifestyle. It's a lifestyle that is not passive, receptive, or relaxing. It's a lifestyle that implies effort to accomplish things that are difficult and worthwhile. One of the goals of a creative lifestyle is to cultivate what is known as flow state, which is this state characterized by a sense of focus, a sense of effortlessness, and deep fulfillment. The formal characteristics of being in the flow state are: 1. Complete concentration on the task, 2. Clarity of goals and reward in mind and immediate feedback. 3. Transformation of time, like speeding up or slowing down. 4. The experience is intrinsically rewarding. It's not that they are paying you and that's the reason you are motivated. No, you are intrinsically motivated to do it. 5. The activity is effortless. It's easy to do. 6. There is a balance between challenge and skills. 7. Actions and awareness are merged, losing self-conscious rumination. And 8. There is a feeling of control over the task. These are all the formal characteristics of flow, but you don't need me to explain to you what is it, to how does it feel, because if you're someone who is into creating, if you're an artist, you know what I'm talking about. This is probably one of the main reasons you got lured into being a creator, because the engagement you feel when you are doing this challenging task of creating something, this makes you focus with your mind, and you might agree that this state is very pleasurable. But what's more impressive is that according to Mihaly, to his research, this is literally a way of inducing happiness. This guy was obsessed about the roots of happiness. That was his main theme in all his work and all his life as a psychologist. He said that flow is a state in which people are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. The experience is so enjoyable that people will continue to do it even at great cost, just for the sheer sake of doing it. This is flow state. This is what artists do. We sometimes are following our art and our passions for the sake of doing them, for the sheer sake, as this guy says. For me, this is one of the main reasons I am a creator. All of my activities are somehow related to invoke the flow state. When I'm coding, when I'm playing guitar, when I'm doing Muay Thai sparring or fighting, when I'm writing, running, whatever, flow state is something vital for me, and it was life-saving for me, especially when I was in my past in this very deep state of depression and meaninglessness and this dark night of the soul. So yes, flow state is the third characteristic of this creative lifestyle. Okay, fourth characteristic is that a creative lifestyle is mastery oriented. The only way to become a master is to never stop learning. Robert Greene. This is a lifestyle that values learning about anything else, learning with patience, being guided by curiosity. You apply in real time what you learn to hone your craft. This is a progressive movement towards excellence, and one who pursues mastery reaps deep fulfillment in the process of creation and is deeply committed to the path. And not by some extrinsic reward, but by an intrinsic motivation, like what I said about the flow state is connected to that. This intrinsic motivation that makes you happy just by the simple fact of engaging in the practice and exploration that leads to mastery. And doing that thing, knowing that you are doing the most important thing you can, which is following your creative aspirations. So this is the fourth core aspect of living a creative lifestyle. And last one, a creative lifestyle is insight cultivating. Viktor Frankl said, "What is to give light must endure burning." And why? Because you will develop insight. For sure you will develop insight, because the path of mastery is a path of challenge. It's not easy. You will feel anxiety. You will feel pain in the process of creating new things. When you give birth, you will feel pain in the process of giving birth. It's not a bed of roses. But this pain is, of course, bringing something to life. It's a pain that you accept and understand as necessary for new and better things to come. This pain makes you stronger and wise. Obviously, if you are embracing the path of mastery. The pain will become a life experience and will improve your resilience, your capacity to reflect, be open-minded, and adapt to the situation. Not every pain leads to wisdom, but this kind of pain in this kind of context can be for sure a fuel for your own insight and wisdom. So just for closing this episode, my final words, when I speak about creative lifestyle, I'm referring to this lifestyle with that kind of characteristics, and this doesn't mean that you shouldn't be looking for something different, like, I don't know, financial freedom or building up money, a business, generating passive income. I don't know, there are plenty of podcasts out there talking about this. So the main reason I'm creating this podcast is not to talk about those things, but to talk about a lifestyle which you can invoke right now without needing to have more money. You can do it right now, just where you are. Of course, having your survival needs is vital to be able to create freely and to embrace creative freedom. But my focus right now is to show you how all the different values and core qualities that you can start implementing right now without any excuse at all. So I want you to reflect around these subjects. Are you nurturing those qualities of this so-called creative lifestyle in your life? Are you living a creative lifestyle? If not, what can you change to start living things in a more creative, conscious, and deliberate way? What can you change today? How can you start listening more to your deepest passions? Those childlike passions you have since that the things you loved when you were a child and you were still pure and not repressed by society. What can you do to access flow state in a more consistent way? How can you create situations that are challenging at the same time are balanced in their difficulty so you can give your best and feel great doing them? What is this skill or art that truly calls you since you have memory and you would love to improve and become a master at it? How can you expose yourself to challenge in a way that makes you a more insightful and wise person? When you need to learn from your current challenges? These are all questions around these qualities, these 5 qualities of a creative lifestyle. A lifestyle that is custom tailored, passion centered, flow motivated, mastery oriented, and insight cultivating. I invite you to embrace those 5 qualities in your life right now. Thank you for listening. Like what you heard today? Then remember, real transformation only happens when you take creative action. Curious about the possibility of crafting a passion-centered lifestyle with me and my team? Visit brunoflow.com/clarity and apply for a free clarity session call.